you gotten to test out the new songs live yet?
Yeah. We just did a European tour that ended with some shows in Russia and some shows in Finland.
How was Russia?
It was intense. It was
great.
Yeah.
Kids were committed to the rock and roll there.
Yeah. It was like a funhouse ride. They would just line up and then stage dive and then get back in line, and like they were just all over you and the stage and everything. Yeah.
Mass insanity.
There was some table.
It was very organized.
Yeah. It was very organized. It was very organized.
Well, they knew the security. We made the security stay off stage, but they knew that the security were gonna kick their butts.
Yeah. So it's like times like that, like the language barrier being at an all-time high. I mean, it was definitely the most foreign place we've ever played. And when you go to the security guard and you see him going to grab the kid, and you're like, stop, no. And he's like, I don't understand why you're stopping me.
I should be kicking this kid's ass. What's your problem?
But my favorite part about the Russian shows was that at each of them there was a table in the back of the room with what I believe to say reserved on it. I like to believe that the mob was at our shows.
The Russian mob.
And they were rocked ferociously.
They wanted to show their tattoos.
Yeah.
There were like dudes there with like no pinkies,
But I mean, it was like, again, it was very foreign, and that you got shook a lot to show their appreciation of you.
A lot of vodka in the face.
Yeah, drink this, and we would try to cling our glasses of Coke with theirs, and they did not understand why we wouldn't drink their vodka. But
it was intense. I mean, it was definitely an interesting experience. But what I found really interesting about it is that when just walking around and the feeling of oppression that is still in the air. I mean, it's always that it was an outright police state. And, with older people especially, when they're walking about, they're looking down at the ground. Like, they're not calling attention to themselves. They're kind of trying to lay low. And then you see younger people who didn't really grow up in that atmosphere as much, and they're much more open, more flamboyant. So it's an interesting culture that's changing. It's kind of schizophrenic because, there's the old, like really old, and then there's the communist old, and then it's just like capitalism, and it's buy this,
and
people haven't quite found a balance. They don't quite, it doesn't have an identity quite yet, and so it was a very interesting.
But to answer your question, we played many new songs on that tour.
Seriously, that's right.
I loved where that went.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of my youth in Germany, and I went to the wall when it was up, and I went to East Berlin when everything was up, and it was like that, and it's going there now. It's still the same, and you can see that with the generation gap. I never thought about it. That's cool.